For those who don't know who I am, my name is Davon Reeves. I'm the CEO and founder of Vester, which is a crowdfunding platform. And I also have the Vaughn Group. We're actually celebrating 7 years. I just realized that when I got all these LinkedIn notifications. But anyway, so I'm a co-owner of 3 hotels. I'm actually about to have a whole presentation, but I wanted to talk to you all about the inner circle. I've been getting a lot of inquiries, so I figured I'll just jump on a whole live presentation, and we'll just kind of just walk through it on what it is, and what to uh what to expect. Okay. And we'll go from there. So has anybody let me get this. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm working from my my tablet. So it's always let's see. Wait, y'all can't, hold on. Just bear with me. Hold on. Resume. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. Technology. Okay. All right. So inner circle. So it's time for a Q&A and pretty much an overview. Okay. All right. So basically, I'm starting with an introduction, talk about my story. How many people, this is your first time doing a webinar with me all together? Okay, cool. Okay. All right. And if it is, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. All right. So we're going to just have an introduction, talk about the inner circle and what to expect. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Davon Reeves. You may have heard me as the hotel queen. That's what folks name me. Or the hotel diva, because I love Beyonce and I always walking on Beyonce diva. But just a little bit about myself. I've been in the industry for over 15 years. I actually started off as a front desk agent while I was at school at Georgia State University. I have experience in feasibility studies. I have experience in hotel development consulting, and I have experience in asset management. So over 15 years, like I said, I started off when I was at Georgia State, and how I got into hotel ownership, I took a non-paid internship into hotel consulting. So throughout my time frame, I managed over $1 billion in hotel assets, have a book of how to buy a hotel, currently have $30 million assets under management. I've been featured in just about everything with the exception of Essence. I have been recently been awarded numerous of awards. Some of my favorite: Georgia State University 40 Under 40, ISHC, which is the International Society of Hospitality Consultants Emerging Leader Award. I was actually the first Black to receive that award. Selected as one of the top 100 and 50 top 100 and top 50 influential hospitality leaders. Recently, I've been selected as Atlanta Business Chronicle Women of Influence and hotel management influential women when it comes to hospitality. Okay, here we go. All right. So just saying that to say you in good hand when it comes to hotel ownership. Okay. So my brands, I have the Vaughn Group, which started in 2017. That was my first time becoming a full-time entrepreneur. Vester, which is my crowdfunding platform. I have Vester Academy, where my programming or educational programming. I have Stay Black Experience, which is a Black-owned directory. That's my hobby. So basically, it's a website with different hotel brands. I mean, Black-owned hotels and restaurants. So did you know that 90% of millionaires come from, y'all know that? Real estate. That is right. Those are my 3 hotels. So I have a Home2 Suites that's 85 rooms in El Reno, Oklahoma. That was the first property I acquired that with Nassau Investments in 2020. That was during COVID. Then we acquired in 2021 IHG Staybridge Suites, 145 rooms. And then the Hampton Inn Suites, we bought that together. It's a portfolio, 86 rooms. So we bought the Home2 Suites for 8.3 million. And then we bought the Staybridge and Hampton Inn Suites for 17.8 million. And now those two properties, the Staybridge and Hampton, they're worth about 22 million. And the Home2 Suites is worth about 9.5 million. So that's me when I was a front desk agent. I don't have a picture of me when I was at the front desk. I'm like hoping one day you'll come up. I had pictures, but we didn't have phones like we do now in clouds. And so it's somewhere. But that's me when I was at Georgia State University. It's probably one of my first professional headshots. And that's me now. That's with he's 3-year-old in the picture. He's 3 years old in the picture, but he's 5-year-old now. He's 5 now. That was at our investor retreat at the Staybridge Suites when we first acquired it in 2021. So what is the Inner Circle? Pretty much what it is one-on-one coaching with a sense of community. So that's some of the Inner Circle members right there. We got Daisy. I think she's on the line. Adrian. We have Zeke. We have Ramel, Damon, and Omari. We have Bruce, Kamiko. We have Adrian. So these are folks. This one is at the Hilton event when we were at Hilton's headquarters. They had a diversity day. So I was able to invite some of my Inner Circle folks to come out. And if you're probably like, well, I didn't see you promote that. Yeah, because it was only for the folks who were the Inner Circle. So they got a chance to connect with other hotel owners, Hilton brand members, and future hotel owners. That's my event in New Orleans. So we had the Inner Circle. They came out. Bruce and Kamiko, they flew out to promote. They're having a deal in Belize. So they came out to promote, and Adrian came. She was in it, so she was just able to come free. That's Ramel. And had my Wyndham event in New York City. And then those are my good friends. Omari, y'all may know him, hip hop hotel broker, and then Chris Henry. We have a podcast together called Next Gen Lodging. So basically what it is, it's a community one-on-one. I've probably had it since I acquired my first hotel in 2020. And so basically I just help folks along the way who need help or assistance when it comes to not only hotel ownership consulting, but business consulting as well. And so the benefits of it, that picture right there, that is, we're in Belize. We went to Belize earlier this year. Bruce and Kamiko, they joined last year, part of my Inner Circle, and they worked with me, or I helped them with, they wanted to develop a hotel in Belize. And so I helped them with the strategy, helped them with the raising capital strategy. And so because I was actually going to have my international event in Anguilla, and they were like, hey, can we have it in Belize and turn it into an investment trip? And I was like, sure, right? And so from there, we were able to, they were able to actually get investors to invest in their deal, because I was able to promote it to my community as well. And so they're looking to raise capital, and a lot of it was just through, just connecting, just being a part of the Inner Circle. That's Chandra. She's a part of it as well. She actually plans all my events too. And that's us at IHG. He's a IHG vice president, and IHG, when Beyonce came to Atlanta, they have a suite at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So they gave me 8 tickets. And so I gave it to some of my family, friends, and she's an Inner Circle member. So this is a life as a hotel owner. Probably like, well, what does that life look like? I probably should talk about it more. But so life as a hotel owner is different. That is Mr. Michael Bloomberg himself. While I got a chance to speak at the NYU conference, and I was able to connect with a reporter with Bloomberg, and she's like, hey, you want to come to Bloomberg headquarters. I was like, of course. And so I was able to, while I was there, she's like, I never met Mr. Bloomberg. And then next, he just literally walks out of thin air. I kid you not. I was like, this is the movie. Like he literally just walked out of thin air. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's him. And so I was able to get a chance to talk to him while he was walking through his office. That's me speaking at NYU. So there are 4 industry conferences for hotel ownership. It is Alice, NYU, Hunter, and Lodging Conference. I was able to speak at NYU. And that is me. So the picture on the far left, that's Mr. Bloomberg of like the Bloomberg, you heard the name, that's him. Middle, NYU, I just took a picture. And then on the right is Jonathan Tisch. He's the founder of the New York Investment Conference. And also he is the founder of Lowe's Hotels. So I was able to get a chance to connect with him and share my story. That is me with the CEO of Hilton at the NYU conference as well. So I was able to tell him about, talking to him being a Hilton franchisee, and he asked me how my hotels were doing. And we got a chance to talk it up, told him how I felt about some of the companies that managed the hotel. And, I got a chance to talk about different things. And I also got a chance to tell him about one of my, which I'll talk about in a few, one of my inner circle members who's doing a development deal. So I told him about the deal. And so now Hilton is on Hilton's radar, and he's getting a lot of love from Hilton. So it definitely helped. That's me, Tommy, he's the asset manager, Mike Ely, and Nate Barger. That's the ownership group for the Staybridge Suites, the Hampton Inn Suites, and El Reno hotels I was talking about. And that's me speaking at the New York NYU conference. So this is kind of a snippet of my life as a hotel owner. The benefits of a hotel owner. So funny story, this is me and my son in St. Kitts. We actually got stuck in St. Kitts, flying out of Anguilla. I booked the wrong country. I was supposed to go to, it was for one of my friends and inner circle members. She had a birthday party in Anguilla. I booked Antigua. We end up in St. Kitts. But one of the benefits of being a hotel owner is you have hotel discounts. So we got stuck in the airport, and I went on Hilton.com, and there was the Koi Hotel was literally 10 minutes away, and I was able to stay there for $60 a night. So I put that up there because, of course, my child, he didn't care that we were stuck. He was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go home. But yes, that is us in St. Kitts. So we got an extended vacation in St. Kitts. That's me and Julianne. She is the chief development officer. Julianne Smith, excuse me. She's the chief development officer for IHG Hotels. And like I said, they have a suite in the Mercedes-Benz. And sometimes they take care of clients and take care of their owners. And I feel like everybody in the hotel industry knows how much I love Beyonce. She's like, do you want Beyonce tickets? I was like, heck yeah. And so I was able to go see Beyonce in the IHG suite and bring folks with me. That's Mike Ely, business partner. So these are just some of the benefits of being a hotel owner. So what to expect? Monthly webinars, one-on-one coaching, inner circle only events. So next year, we are going to tour the different brands headquarters. So Hyatt, Hilton, Marriott, IHG, Red Roof Inn. So this is a chance where you can just connect with them directly. Whatever questions you have, so you know about the brand, and they're just going to, give us the information that we need. We're going to have an international hotel investment events, one in Belize, and going back to Belize because some folks want to buy some land, so we're going back in Anguilla. Private Facebook group, investment opportunities, and also collaboration as well, which I'll talk about. A lot of folks in the inner circle, they connect and do deals together, and accountability calls. So let's talk about some results. Uh-oh. Let's see. So I'm going to pause here. Uh-oh. Let me see. Pause. Here we go. Uh-oh. Can y'all see me? There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pause here. And I'll take some questions while I reload. Hey Jessica, I owe you a call to see if you want to join. You did invest it in Belize. Yes. Miss Daisy. I know, right? I love to own the benefits. Oh, we got some first timers. Okay. Sorry, I can't see the screen. Okay. So we got any questions? And then I'll come back. Right now, I'll come back to it. But any questions?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how did I find you? Are you on IG or Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on both.
Okay, do you mind putting your name in the chat, your IG or your Facebook?
Yeah. I put it up there. Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Okay. Let's see. And then I put, I don't know. We got some new folks. Welcome.
And I have another question. So you definitely must be using private money lending for these hotels because I know the banks ain't loaning. Is that your strategy?
No. The banks, they do loan. You just have to have the right team because I just secured about $45 million for one of my inner circle members.
Okay, is that based off of corporate credit? I know it's not personal credit if it's that large of a dollar amount.
Well, how that works, it goes into, you have folks that help you guarantee the loan as well. So you can guarantee it. So it's a combination, right? So it's equity and it's debt. So you can personally guarantee it. You can do non-recourse where you have maybe a business or something to guarantee it. So the answer is banks are lending. You have to structure it enough and have the right members on your team to get lending.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
No, I definitely would like to have a one-on-one consultation or conversation with you. I mean, I definitely want to know more information. I'm sure that's what this call is for, but I mean, I already have some land that's free and clear that I'm trying to build some townhomes on, and it's just been a lot of pushback. So I don't know if that's something different, but
no, I mean, real estate is real estate, right? I know how to put, as long as you know how to structure stuff, real estate is real estate. The biggest thing is pitching, right? You have to pitch. And so you have to pitch the team and you have to understand what banks want. Banks just want to be able to understand, are they going to be able to get their money back? And so then you have to understand how to articulate that and then how to put together in the package so that way you can get the money. And you have to know where to go to get the money.
Okay. Yeah. How do I go about scheduling a call with you? Or I don't know if you want to do it now or just
yeah. I put some stuff in the chat. I was trying to bring this up, but it's not working. So for the folks who want to go ahead and apply, let me put the link in the chat for you. So that's some of the things that we talk about in the inner circle because we'll be working together one-on-one. So I'll be helping you with your pitch. We working a lot with you with your pitch because not only do you have to pitch the lenders, you also have to pitch to get equity partners as well. You have to be able to articulate your deal.
Hi, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
I not too long ago joined, so I'm trying to figure out how much is your is the course?
I'm sorry, say it again.
How much is the course to join for like the inner circle?
The inner circle. How would I get to that? So it is an investment. I will say that. Hold on. I'm trying to pull this up. So the join for the year, it is 25,000 to join. But I do have payment plans available.
So, like, what makes your program different compared to others? Like, what are we getting out of it? I mean, I know we're getting you as a one-on-one, but what is it about your program that stands out the most? Because everybody has some type of mentorship or program out right now, and I've been through a plethora of them. I'm really just trying to just get to the bag, but really have some good quality relationships and people really following through what they say they're gonna do. You know what I mean? I understand the price. I mean, but I want to make sure that I'm getting a return on investment on it.
So that is a great question. So the biggest thing that makes me different from the other other groups and the other masterminds is that you're not talking to somebody from my team. You're actually talking to me, and we're meeting. Like, we're meeting and we going through it. The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put together a strategic plan. So if you tell me this is what I'm trying to do, let's go. My network is your network. So if you say, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z, okay, well, let me go through and find out for you. If you need a lender, okay, well, let me find you a mortgage broker to help you find it. And then I'm gonna talk to them and see what you need and what they're looking for. So then we can just basically put it together. Let's find out what you need to get and let's make it happen. Going back to that deal I was just telling you about, that was for 45 million. We went to one of my friends who's in the industry, and they can do both debt and equity, meaning they can help find the equity and they can do the mortgage. So okay, that's a one-stop shop. Went to them, pitched the deal, was able to get the meeting because one of my friends, he works there. And he said, oh, you know what, can't do it. The only way I can do it is if you knock off 50% of the development budget and find a developer. Okay, say less. Came back, found a developer, a Black developer, and was able to get the budget knocked down by 50%. Came back to him and I said, we did it. What's your debt yield that you're looking for? Okay, this is the debt yield. We made the numbers work. We got the debt yield that they're looking for. Now we got the $45 million deal. So it's not a group, because the programs that are out there, and I'm not really knocking them, but what makes mine different and unique, and I find that the folks that do better within my circle, I work with them directly, and it is a group aspect, but when you and I talk on a one-on-one basis. You're not talking to somebody from my team. You're not in the group setting, because the people who are in the group setting, you're on different levels and you have different needs. So you may be further along than somebody else, and somebody's just trying to figure out, maybe what an LOI is, or they haven't got to the LOI stage, and you pass that. You're just like, look, I'm just, my deal maybe is a little bit more complex, and so I need you to, I need X, Y, and Z. Your deal may be too specific, because not only am I connected in the hotel industry, I'm connected in other commercial real estate aspect classes as well. So it's not just, well, you just do hotels. No, I'm connected in other areas. So just tell me what you need. We'll figure out a plan, and then we'll help you get there. So I'm quick to say, okay, I may be not an expert in that area, but guess what? I can find it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Angela, she had a good question. She's like, how would you describe the best candidate to join right now?
So the best candidate would be someone who is looking to acquire in 12 to 24 months. If you're looking to invest, I can send you to Vestor, because this is it's an investment. So if you're just looking to invest, like I said, I would just go to vestor.com, which I could put in the chat. Meaning if you just want to passively invest, but if you want to actually develop or acquire, then I would suggest that you join.
Okay. So my next question is, what do you need in a candidate? I mean, you saying, are they using your collateral, your credit score, personal credit? Like what is it that's also needed to basically get to the table and get something closed?
So again, it depends on what you're trying to do. So depending on which lender. So if you tell me, hey, my credit isn't that good, okay, well then we need to find deals where you could do creative financing. If you tell me I got the equity, or meaning I have good credit, but I don't have the equity, then let's help you find the equity. So it's a combination. We just have to figure out what you need and we go from there. Because in the circle, I had two people, one person with bad credit or no credit. And then I had another person with good credit, but didn't know how to raise money. I put them together. Now they're doing a deal.
So all parties, they came together and was able to do a deal?
Oh yeah, we have. Matter of fact, I'm going to an opening this weekend with some of my inner circle members. They actually bought a hotel. They met in 2020. They invested in my Home2 Suites, and they acquired a hotel in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The 5 of them came together. They raised almost $3 million using my platform, and now they're having an investor retreat in Lake Charles, and I'll be there this weekend.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm asking all these questions is because a lot what you're saying is good, and it's just like once I get going, it's just like there's so much adverse that comes along with it, and I expect that, but it's just like, okay, I have 3 acres, free and clear. It's off a lake. Literally, I'm looking at the lake, so it's prime real estate, and I'm trying to build townhomes. Yet it is in a gentrified, it's in the hood, but I mean, any property that's off a lake, I would consider prime real estate. You know what I mean? And if I'm trying to build some townhomes on, you know what I mean, then I shouldn't have that much trouble getting it done because the numbers should make sense. I'm not going in as a traditional renter. I was actually going to rent them out per room, like group homes, kind of like. So the numbers make sense. It's just that I hadn't been able to find a good partner or the right team, you know what I'm saying, to help put this together to, get me from A to Z, basically, you know what I mean? And it's like, I've been, reaching out to private lenders and hard money lenders, you know what I mean? But now they're, strapped and getting tight, and now they're pretty much asking for more paperwork, more than the actual banks. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get a feel like how your approach, and I know what you're saying, it's all about networking and knowing how to present, you know what I mean? But, I also want to make sure that, this is not something that I'm not going to be able to get done. Basically what I'm saying is I would like to get this going so that I can use this as an opportunity to use the proceeds from this to go into like the hotels or multi-units and everything like that.
Oh no, I hear what you're saying. The biggest thing is you probably need to work with a lender, a mortgage broker. And the biggest thing, it sounds like we got to work on your pitch. We have to work on your package. Whatever your it's something about your resume that's not clicking. And we got to talk to the right lenders on what you're trying to do. Because a lot of times what people do, they just go to a whole bunch of lenders and they can't do your deal because that's not what they do. And they're going to give you the runaround. So really, we just need to talk to the actual lender, and they will literally say, and that's what I do. I talk to the actual lender and I'm like, hey, what's wrong with this? And they'll tell you. And then we'll just go and fix it so you can get it.
Okay.
Because you probably talking to people who say they can get it done and then they can't get it done. Because they're thinking in their head, oh, I can get a point. I'll get commission off of it. Thinking they can go and find somebody, but they don't know what they're doing.
I see you saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the best way to get in contact with you, I guess, is DM you on IG or.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat to apply. And then how many spots will be available? So they will be about it'll be about 15 because I got folks that have already signed up because you're working with me directly. So it's only 20 spots in total. So won't be so about 15 left.
Okay. Thank you, love.
Then after that, because I want to be, respectful of everybody's time. And like I said, I'll be working with you. Here we go. I'll be working with you directly, And then it won't be, and also it won't be a group setting, because I find that those don't, when you was asking before, like, well, what makes your program different is that we working, like, I'm actually gonna be working with you. So the program
Okay.
begins as soon as you sign up. All right. So as soon as you sign up, we start the monthly calls. They kick off in January. The events are in 2025, but the one-on-one we're going to start now, so that way we can go ahead and get your strategic plan. And so if you tell me, Davon, I want to own 5 hotels by a certain time frame, okay, then we're gonna get the plan together so that way you can do it. Oh, look, Daisy said me and 3 other members of the inner circle are doing a $5 million military fund. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so we can get this going. Okay, sorry, I was having some, but it was good. You had some good questions, and I hear the frustrations. I hear it a lot. I was even I was a part of memberships, and so I definitely get the frustration. I do. All right, so let me share my screen. There we go, because it was acting up. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go through it again. Okay. All right. So pretty much I explained what the inner circle is, the benefits. I talked about what to expect, the accountability calls, the results. So Adrian right here, she's part of the inner circle. She joined last year. She was about to, for one, she's about to buy a hotel. So she was under contract. The deal didn't, this is before she got into the circle. I saved her once she got in. She was about to buy a hotel, working with a hotel broker that didn't really know what they were doing. I was able to get her $30,000 earnest money back and saved her $3 million. So that way she won't buy a bad hotel. Not even that. She started coming back to me and was like asking me questions, because not only do we talk about hotels, we talk about business as well. And so she was just like, hey, Davon, I'm about to buy this business. I'm about to, I want to do some consulting on the side, and I was going to sign up for this course. And I said, well, how much for the course? And she was like, $6,000. And I was like, what do you get out of it? And she was just like, oh, I just get a online program. And I said, well, do you get calls? And she was like, no. I said, well, not for $6,000. For $6,000, you want to talk to somebody, right? And so worked her through it. I was like, well, you know what? Let's figure to see how you can do this without signing up the course. Well, I end up giving her AI prompts to put together the proposal that she would have learned. She was supposed to learn through this program. She called me a month later and was like, Davon, I got a $50,000 contract. So not only I saved her money from not signing up for the course, but then she got a $50,000 contract. Zeke in the middle, that's when I was saying about the $45 million deal. He's doing the $45 million development in Tucson, Arizona. He reached out to me, booked a one-on-one call. He's like, Davon, I reached out to Hilton. Hilton won't respond. It took them like weeks. They still haven't responded. I reached out to Hilton. Within 24 hours, they reached out. And he was like, Davon, send me a contract. I got to sign it with you. So with Zeke, I've helped him get a developer. I've helped him find a management company. I helped him secure funding from Hilton, and I helped him find an equity and debt deal. Ramel, he joined the circle this year. Not only has he invested in 2 hotels, but he is launching a $5 million hotel fund. Mina and her husband, Norland, they acquired along with other folks in the inner circle, they acquired a 120-room full service hotel in Louisiana after raising $3 million. So been working with them for years, and they use my platform to raise the $3 million. So that's just some of the results. And Daisy just mentioned about her $5 million fund. So again, the time commitment. So we'll have the monthly webinars. We'll have 6 in-person events at the different brand headquarters. So like I said, we'll be going to the different headquarter hotels. We'll have 2 international hotel investment events, and then you'll have one-on-one calls with me. So again, going back, is this for you? So if you want to invest in real estate or acquire and develop real estate within 12 to 24 months, and if you're an entrepreneur, because I also help with marketing and branding strategies as well. So thank you. And here's my contact information for those who want to stay connected. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. That's my website, Vestor, if you're looking to invest passively in a hotel, and then Facebook group, Vestor Academy. And I put the link in to apply. And that is pretty much it when it comes to that presentation, I can open up to more questions. Let me see. Okay, wait, let me see if I go to the questions. Oh, thanks, Miss Daisy. So I would say her connections are great. They get you to the bag. Yeah, Miss Daisy was in Belize. She invested in Belize, a deal in Belize either. What type of experience would you suggest we have? It doesn't matter about the experience. This is more so for you. So if you tell me that you're trying to buy real estate or buy a hotel or do whatever, then we'll just help you. So it's not the background, is just more so for you and what you're trying to do within the next 12 to 24 months. If you're trying to buy a hotel or buy real estate in the next 5 years, I wouldn't say make the investment right now, because it's too much time. This is for folks who are trying to do something in 12 to 24 months. Use business funding. You can use business funding when it comes to like the equity portion of it. So I have courses on that as well that'll be included to help you get business funding if you don't know. When does the program begin? Like I said, you can sign up now. It says this is Toach. Oh, I'll be in touch another time. Not ready yet. I understand. It's a 12-month program. Well, really from November to December, so I guess 13 months. And we working, like I said, limited amount of folks, because again, one-on-one, and I just want to make sure that I, give you adequate enough time. After the 20 slots are filled, then you'll be working with other members from my team. They're great as well, but I won't be able to talk to you as much. Okay, it says, with being the hotel doctor, my question is, do you think I need to do the inner circle, my one-on-one with you that we previously discussed? Okay. So the one-on-one is a little different, the one-on-one only consultation, because you won't get the other benefits as far as the community, and we won't meet as much. Like, it's a certain time frame for like 2 months. The inner circle is really the community, connecting with other folks, going to the in-person events at the different brands. So you'll get that one-on-one time with the brands, which a lot of people don't get a chance to do unless they go to a conference, and you have to share time with hundreds of people. So these settings are going to be intimate. It's going to be like 20 to 30 people. All right. So you're able, if you got, you're really to understand, and they design the whole program for you. So it just depends on you and what you're looking for. If the time commitment, if you like, look, if I only need, a certain time frame and don't really need the community, then just the one-on-one. But if you would love to have a community, connect with other folks, then yeah. The program, like I said, is $25,000. I do have flexible payment arrangements as well if you need that. It says, what are the requirements that our current business should have in order to apply? No requirements. Yeah, no requirements. It's mostly if you want to buy a hotel or real estate, and it doesn't have to just be real estate, because now I'm helping with somebody, they're trying to do a laundromat, right? So I understand the fundamentals of real estate. And so with my expertise, I'm good at team building. That is my expertise. I built the tech company. I don't know how to code, but I built the tech company, right? So whatever you need, I can help you find it and we can figure it out. That's just one of my strong skill sets. So, so we talk about other things outside of hotels. Like I said, somebody doing an Airbnb now. Now they doing a vending machine. I mean, not a vending machine, a laundromat. And then they doing them all. So we pretty much getting them ready and getting them to go. It says, what are the requirements? And I need help with structuring to prepare to acquire. And that's what we work on as well. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed trying to get funding, is having the right members on the team. And a lot of people don't realize that. If they coming from a different industry, like if you're coming from residential and you're trying to do commercial, you don't know the right players, because you're coming from residential, and that's not how it works. You want to get in commercial, you need to have the specific people on that specific type of asset class. And a lot of times, depending on where you are in your journey, you won't even get a call back because they won't take you seriously. And a lot of times you do need that introduction. These are some good questions.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Hey, so you know how you have
Tammy.
the Vaughn group?
Yeah.
Do we need to like establish ourselves that way and have like an entity, or like when we acquire a hotel, well, just say when I acquire a hotel, is it, do I have the option to, be like a Chase's and we close it in a part of our trust, and then I'm just over there dangling on the back end where it's like, oh, my trust
Anytime. Now, I'm not a legal expert, right?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
a
It's
lawyer,
not
but
legal
anytime you
advice.
buy a real estate property, you want to create your own LLC for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't recommend you do anything until you establish the property.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you found the property and you under contract, then it start to go on time and start, putting the LLC, because it may be you and somebody else, or it may just be like, you don't know. So I would hate for you to buy an LLC and it's just like, because then you may want to buy the LLC in the state that it's in.
Mm-hmm.
Like our LLC for Oklahoma, our hotel in Oklahoma, we got an LLC in Oklahoma. Our 2 hotels in Indiana, we got our LLCs in Indiana. So if you buying something in Georgia and you buying a property in Alabama, like, now you got this LLC in Georgia when you should have bought it in Alabama.
Yes, I understand.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. And I was just, I'm good. I'm very excellent at separating people from their money for a good cause. I pride myself on that. So,
oh, good.
But what I like doing is just like you, is like making those connections. But I just want to, to make sure that I'm structuring right and I don't go out and establish the Boyd Group Inc. and then be like, no, not yet, because you need to do it in this place and in that place.
Right.
I don't want my corporation to hold, 6 hotels in Birmingham, but then the group is based out of Florida or somewhat. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And again, I'll connect you with a lawyer, right? Because I'm be quick to be like, wait a minute, that's out my wheelhouse. So yeah, I'm not one, some people like, yeah. No. I'm gonna connect you with the right people.
I'd be like, hey, that's Kiana McGee. That's trademark my stuff. I don't do none of that. My lawyer friend is like, well, let me ask you this legal question. This is Honey Cochran, non-legal legal advice. You need to seek a professional. Don't ask me nothing, because I'm gonna refer you. So I just like to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know I've followed you long enough and just watched everything you've developed, and all the way from Todd Billy to right now to just him talking about it, Charles Oglesby, everybody's been big up in you for a very long time. And my goal is to own hotels and then airports that also have hotels. And so, I like connecting myself with people that had that same vision. So
I think,
I don't think
any vision is too big. The stuff I've seen people do and the ideas that I came up with, and they hear and where I came from and how I started, I'm like, if people tell me they want to buy a plane, I'm like, go for it, because you can do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love it. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And any other questions? And thank y'all for being with me for a whole hour. I was having tech difficulties. I was like, what is going on tonight? But look, we got it going.
Hi, I have a question real quick, please.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to invest in a vehicle that will give me passive income, and I believe that hotels is the way. I don't have any education in acquiring any hotels. Totally open to partnering with people. I do have some liquidity. I'm just wondering if there is a group that's doing crowdfunding and they're looking for X amount of money. 1, do I have to be accredited? And 2, if I put the minimum amount of the share in, let's just say the share is $30,000. What does that look like monthly, or do I need to wait until everything is paid for? If that makes sense.
That's a good question. So I have Vestor, which is the crowdfunding website, which I'm about to put on here now. Put in the chat for folks who want to invest. It depends on the type of hotel will give you what you're looking for as far as passive income, but it depends on what you're investing in, right? So that's the big thing. If if you're trying to acquire and you want passive income, that's one route. If you're looking to invest, that's another route. What you're trying to look for or what you're trying to achieve is based off what you can analyze. So if you want true passive, I put Vestor.com where you could go, and there are a couple of deals on there where you can invest passively. There's a retail deal and it's a fund on there with hotels, and just sign up because it's some other deals that's coming on there as well.
Okay, because I saw one that said funded. Do that mean that's the end of that one? And I can't.
That was the
get
end of
into
that one, and then there's another one. It's a hotel fund that's coming up, and then there's it's another fund that's coming on next week, and then there's
Okay.
a hotel in Belize that's coming on there as well.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So make sure you just get on the. Excuse me. If you want true passive, I would just go to Vestor. But if you want to acquire, then I would try to get into the inner circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, these are some great questions. Any other questions?
Yes. What was that website? You said investor.com?
Yeah, for private investing. Yeah, Vestor. I put private investor. Yeah, Vestor.com.
Okay.
That's if you want to invest passively. Like strictly, if you like, Davon, what you talk about is giving me a headache. I don't want to do all that. Then you can invest passively.
And then you mentioned another website.
I'm
not sure. So when you're when I'm coaching with you, I will learn everything about
the inner circle. Yeah, I put that in the chat. The inner circle.
The inner circle. I'll learn everything about buying a hotel, how to get the capital, using the hotel rooms as where the banks are counting the hotel rooms for revenue. So they're not looking at my income. They're looking at how much the hotel can bring in as in revenue. Is that another way that you are getting, that's how that person got the $45 million? Is that?
How it works, they analyze the deal. So they do look at because again, you want a bank to give you $45 million. So they want to see how they're going to get their money back. So it's a combination of your business profile and how the hotel is going to perform. So it's a combination of a number of things, but they definitely want to see if you have the liquidity. So again, we'll go through, and I always recommend starting off with less than $5 million because typically you can get an SBA loan, and those are a little bit easier to get for first-time hotel owners because it's a federal loan. So they do look at your personal, they do look at your credit. Again, and a lot of times with hotel loans, they want you to have at least a 700 credit score. So if you don't have that, then maybe you need to partner with somebody who does have it. And so again, we figured all that out in the inner circle. Like we figured out all that. Like it's always a way. We got to figure it out. Every situation is different.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's on a case by case. Like, no, I've yet to see any deal I can see when a bad deal is coming. How about that? I can tell when somebody gives me a scenario, because I guess I've been through so much and seen so many different things. When somebody gives me a scenario, I'm like, this ain't gonna work out. This is not gonna work out. And then I get a phone call or I hear about it. And it didn't work out. Like I tried to tell somebody not to do a deal and they end up losing $150,000. I was like, well, I didn't know you was gonna do that much, but I told you not to do it. So I can see when a bad scenario is about to happen.
How did they lose $150,000? Was it through good faith that they were going to purchase the property?
They they were doing two deals at the same time and they were doing a conversion. And I don't recommend first-time hotel owners to do a conversion as their first deal. She constructed hotels before, so she figured she could do it. I recommend her not to do it, but she couldn't get the funding in time. And by the time, it was too late by it was too late. And so she was outside of the contract, meaning the due diligence and where your money goes hard. And so she put down 150,000. She kept putting money down. And she ended up losing 150,000.
Oh, okay, for the due diligence.
Well, she was outside of the contract. She was out whenever I forgot the terms, but whenever the contract was, she was outside of it. And so basically that's like if you're doing something and you go on contract to buy a hotel and the seller is like, you tell the seller you're going to be able to close in 90 days. Well, you don't close then let's say 90 days and you don't have the equity and you ask for an extension. Well, then they say you can do an extension, but you got to put another $50,000 down. And you're like, okay, you put another $50,000 down. Then another 30 days come, then he's like, well, I'll keep it still long, you give me 50,000. Then let's say you aren't able to close because you couldn't raise the equity. All that money you put down, you basically gave it up.
Right.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, and I've been through that position one too many times myself, to where I put down so much and then it don't end up closing. And I just been lost out of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we what I do is we go through the deal, and I give you my advice. You're gonna do whatever you want. I can't force you. Hey, I'm just gonna be like, these are my 2 cents. Hey, you want to get another opinion, you can, but sometimes I can look at it and be like, hey, I don't think you should do it. I don't think you should do it as a first timer. Your first hotel or your first investment property is probably not going to be the prettiest. And it's okay, because I just want you to learn. And a lot of times what I see people do is they want to buy a hotel that they like to stay at. Well, typically you can't afford, well, I'm gonna say you can't afford, but a lot of first-time hotel owners, the majority of them can't afford a hotel they would like to stay at, because the hotels that they typically stay at are like $10 million or more. And so hotels, just like any other commercial real estate, you have to put 20 to 25% down. 5 million is like, 1 million, 10 million is 2 million, right? And so that's a lot to raise for your first time. That's a lot to try to guarantee the loan. I mean, it's just a lot. The fees are higher. The application fee is higher for hotels. And when you get into that bracket, it's different. And so, so what I do is try to, I'm realistic, hey, let's get something. I had one of my students, she found something and, she went through it, she saw it, and it, she went through the reviews and it worked out. And, we did through the analysis, and she was like, oh man, I'm not gonna make any money because it's overpriced. Right. So, what she lost out on was just going down there to see it, but she didn't put any money down. She didn't try to do so, we went through it so she could and it wasn't the prettiest hotel, and also sometimes people go in, want to buy something and they convert it to something else. Sometimes people don't buy hotels and keep it at a hotel. They may buy a hotel and convert it to multifamily or whatever.
So my question is, with me, I'm thinking, of course, so I know how to open up a new hotel. So say, for instance, the owner's already got the hotel. I know how to open it up. I know how to transition a hotel. And I also know how to turn a hotel around in 90 days if it's failing, or if their audit came and they failed it. What would you think I need to do? That's what I can bring to the table, plus a small investment, because I don't want to be heavily involved in it unless it's a situation of transitioning a hotel, of getting everything together with the brands and opening it up.
So you would be an asset to someone who's looking to buy a hotel, but they don't have anybody on their team with hotel ownership experience. Okay. So then what you and I would do, then I would help you negotiate how you could get on, because you could potentially bring sweat equity to the deal.
Got it.
Because it's sometimes people, they have the money, they can guarantee the loan, but they don't have that most important piece. Because it's 3 things that makes a hotel successful. It's the location, brand, and the operator.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you know this, you're in hotels.
Yes. I can operate like no other.
The operator makes or break the hotel. It could be
Yes,
the
they
best
do.
location in the world. It could be the best brand in the world. But if that operator don't know what they're doing, that can literally break the hotel. And that's why a lot of times lenders won't lend for that reason.
Right.
And so if you come in with your resume, hey, I can turn this hotel in 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're an added benefit to somebody who has the money. They literally can get guaranteed for that's the only thing that's stopping them from getting guaranteed from the loan is that operational piece. And that's where you can come in. So then I'll help you structure like, okay, well, you probably don't have to put that much down, because you're coming, this is what you're bringing to the table. And without you, they want to be able to get the loan.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Now these are some good questions.
So what is a conversion?
A conversion hotel is like the hotel I'm going to this weekend. It's a Holiday Inn is converting to a Wyndham. So basically it's one brand converting to a different brand. So that's a conversion, or an independent hotel converting to a branded hotel. That's what I don't know if you seen a hotel and you wake up, it's Holiday Inn, and you wake up, it's Hampton Inn, and the next day is Holiday Inn. And you're like, oh, okay. So that's a conversion.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't recommend those deals for first time hotel. The deal that I'm going, this is their second one. This isn't their first one. This is their second one.
Would the Belize hotel be a cheaper barrier of entry than one that's in the U.S.?
What do you mean? You mean to develop or to invest in?
To invest in.
This deal is gonna be the one that's coming on Vesta. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot lower. This is probably one of the lowest I've seen for hotel deals. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
you don't need to join the inner circle to invest in the deals on Vesta.
So Vesta tells us each point of like the investment categories. I guess we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you go to the website, they'll break it down. Okay, if it's hotels, if it's retail. Like I said, we got a retail deal that's car wash on there. Then we got a hotel deal. Then we got 2 more hotel deals that's coming up. And then we're gonna have a bed and breakfast coming up too. So we got like 3 deals that's coming up on Vesta within like the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
And this is like, again, these are the folks who want to do passive. You like, ooh, Davon, what you talking? That sounds like a lot. Yeah, just invest passively, and that way you don't have to worry about, you can make your money work for you, but you don't have to do all that work.
So, and I know you're gonna do it, but like the process of picking somebody, like the operator, like you and Tracy were just speaking about, like picking the operator, or if you go in there and the operator's already a crap weasel, like how to, because my thing is like dealing in development, I always hit that, hey, we're gonna cease work. We tell them on Monday we ceasing work, and it's like, are we calling them back? Like, yeah, we calling them back, not to tell them not to come back on Tuesday, because the contracts that you've done this, you've failed to do this part of the contract. So as far as like, if you have to remove the operator, like, what do you do in the meantime? That little. So how much? How far is the operator's hand in it? Is it basically in the name, or?
It depends on how you bring the operator on for a hotel. So operator can come on, and so that is explained in the management contract. And so I help with that as well. Like if you are or if you're in a program and you end up acquiring a hotel within, the time that you're there, then I help you negotiate the contract. So that's a crucial point, because the management company is going to know how involved they're going to be in the deal. So a management company may not offer development services, and so that's not what they do. So they may be like, you asked me to do this, but you didn't contract me for it, so you got to pay me more, or you do, right? So everything has to be negotiated and discussed up front, and roles and responsibilities up front, so that way you don't have to go through that.
Okay.
the opportunities that are on Investor website, they're already vetted, or they're opportunities that you came up with, or they're other opportunities from other people?
They're from other people, so it's just a platform. Yeah, so I do vet them. The Belize deal, I went to actually go see. So everybody has to get vetted. It's not just a website. They go through background checks. It's a process, because I'm regulated by the SEC and a member of FINRA, which is the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. So of course you still have to do your own due diligence, but we do, make sure it's an actual deal, make sure it's an actual company, make sure they're not, they haven't committed fraud, monetary fraud. So we look into all that.
Could you put that information in your chat, please?
I did. I put it under investor.com, passive investing.
No, you said that with your the F, what you just mentioned about the
FINRA.
Yes, and
the
you said
SEC is what she said. SEC
yes,
and
yes.
FINRA.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, FINRA is a organization of broker dealers and licensed investment advisors, and then SEC stands for the Securities Exchange Commission. So both of their FINRA is not a federal, but they work with SEC. The SEC is a federal government organization, so their job is to protect the investors. So I'm a member of FINRA and regulated by the SEC.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
Guess this.
Hey, I have a question.
Sure.
I want to get a multifamily building.
Mm-hmm.
Is it smart to get a hard money loan?
It depends. If you don't, the hard money loans are expensive. If you don't have to get it, there's like ways of creative financing. You could do seller financing. I would say multifamily is hard because everybody's trying to get it, but you can still do it. That's why I always say go through a mortgage broker. I mean, it's ways that you can do it. I would say hard money is your last resort. If you could do it without it, it's great. If you have to do it, then fine. Then we just need to figure out a strategy for you to refinance it out so you can get out of that hard money loan within like 6 to 12 months, because it's very expensive. Because all you're doing is just like paying the interest pretty much. You're not paying down the principal.
Right. So this would be my third property. So we have a 3-family in Westchester, a 2-family in the Bronx, and now we're trying to get into, multi-units buildings. And they told me that that was the best way to go and to work on refinancing.
You work with the mortgage broker?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get you a commercial. Yeah. Because some of the brokers that I work with, they don't do hard money loans. So it's also different ways, it's different funds, it's different things out there. Because if you already have 2 existing properties, yeah, so that's something that we'll just have to talk about more. But there's ways to get around it without doing a hard money. And if you do have to do a hard money loan, then just have to structure so you can refinance it out in a year. But I always try to not do it because they're just so expensive. And then also we just probably got to find you different brokers too that's specific in your area, because sometimes brokers, they may be really good in residential, but they're not good in anything else because that's not their specialty. And so they just say do hard money loan because that's all they know.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, these are good questions. Any other questions? Thank
Yeah,
y'all for hanging out with me so late.
I'm excited about Belize. I can't wait to see what's coming up because I'm ready to invest, and I never been before.
Oh, it's so beautiful. And the food, is Daisy still on? And the food, oh my gosh, the food is
Yes, it's
everything.
amazing.
What?
It's,
Woo!
it's amazing.
That food is everything. Okay. And then, we so when we went to Belize earlier this year, so we got the Investment Authority of Belize to travel. So folks who want to invest to travel to Belize, they came to speak to us. We had a real estate broker there that basically showed us around different lots. So we definitely had a great, and they showed us ways to get financing and everything. So that's typically how my events are. I bring just about everybody that you need. So a hotel broker, and Belize, it wasn't even just hotels. Somebody bought lots there. Like people were buying lots in Belize, and so we had the real estate broker there. They showed them the lot, and they ended up buying a lot. So because some of the lots down there was going for like what 35,000, 50,000, and like the taxes are like $100. So yeah, so that's what that's try to bring everything that you there, people who are vetted, because especially when you're doing international deals, you don't know who you get sometimes in the States, but international you really don't know. So you really just want to work with people who that you can somewhat trust.
What states do you work with?
What do you mean, which states?
I'm in New York.
Oh, I work with anybody. Yeah, I mean, Miss Daisy, she in Mississippi. I got folks in New York that's a part of the inner circle. I got folks in Arizona who I just met last month who've been in the inner circle since last year.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, Zeke flew in from Arizona to the Hilton event, and that was our first time meeting.
Beautiful.
Same thing, Ramel. I had an event in New York City last year, and that was my first time meeting Ramel. So and he joined it before I met him in person. And so he came down to DC for the Hilton's event, and he got a chance to connect with a lot of people. And then Daisy, didn't we get because somebody wanted to meet me, so they end up taking us all out to this Brazilian steakhouse.
Exactly. On the money.
Yeah, so we have
a developer.
Yeah, developer. And then also a part of the inner circle, like going to different hotel industry events. I forgot to mention, y'all come with me to the parties. I can get y'all into the after parties. If y'all pay to come to the conference, that's great because y'all can walk around meet folks. But then the after parties and stuff. But yeah, it's basically one-on-one consulting plus the community that like Daisy just mentioned. Her and a couple of folks, they about to start a $5 million military fund, and that idea came from them meeting at the Hilton Diversity event. Like, it was crazy. Miss Daisy was like, "I'm about to launch a fund." I'm like, "Okay." And so we've been working through it, and I've been helping her structure it. And I'm like, you can get paid off of this, right? She didn't even know it. And so so we working through that, helping it structure so that way they can do some things for folks in the military. It's amazing. I'm really proud of what they're doing. It's crazy how it happened and how it's transformed. Like, it started from one thing, and I was like, "Oh, why don't I do X, Y, Z?" And now it's just like a whole thing, and I'm just so proud of them, and I can't wait to see it come to fruition.
Amazing presentation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you all so much for hanging in with me. It's after 9. I appreciate you all. Hey, if y'all still got questions, I'm here. So I want to make sure I get this information out. But
I
y'all
made a full list of people I need to connect you with.
Oh, please.
I made a full list. Like, you gotta be connected with the people who work done charities and Tory Dandy, all of those NFL agent folks. So they always look. I'm tired of brown broke NFL, NBL, NBA, all of them, MLB, excuse me. Yeah, all of
Oh
them.
yeah,
So,
please do, please do. And for the folks that stayed on, if y'all sign up within the next 48 hours, you definitely get a discounted price. So I'll be sending the replays out to everyone. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. We'd love for y'all to sign up.
oh,
And
and I'm sorry for interrupting you. It's another thing I was gonna ask you earlier and I forgot. This is considered a business expense. When we pay for this,
yes,
because if it's not, I'm gonna say it is. But
no, it is. It's a
Okay,
business
okay.
expense. No,
Yeah.
it is, and you can write it off on your taxes. And
Yeah,
then when
so
you
if I
invest in
get a
some real
business
estate,
grant,
then
this
you
is
can
counted
invest
as
some of that too.
education.
Exactly. Go
Okay,
ahead and
okay,
invest for.
okay.
Go ahead and sign up for 2025, so you can write it up on your 2024 taxes. Come on now, Tammy.
Okay. Listen, hey, I'm over here like, that means I need to ask 5 people for $5,000 or one person for $50,000. Don't be worrying about what I'm gonna do with the other 25. Listen, they gonna get their money back.
You gonna figure it out. Come on, Miss Tammy, come through.
Hey, I'm on it. I'm on it.
Come through. Come through. Come through. Come through. Well, I appreciate you all so much, and hopefully I'll see you all in the circle. Like I said, I only got 15 spots left.
Okay, so another question. Those 5 people I just mentioned, they can count as my investors, and it's a tax write-off for them, right?
Wait, what you trying to do? You trying to invest in a deal? You trying to join the inner circle?
No. They gonna invest in me getting in this group.
Girl, go ahead, Miss Tammy.
So that's their first investment, and then if I'm partnering with them, and the partnership agreement is they're giving me the education to go do the hotel side, because they may be.
We'll figure. Look, Mister. Well, look, you will figure it out. You like me, Miss
Okay.
We don't.
Hey.
We look.
We
you like me. We gonna figure it out now.
I already sent down texts and they was like, "Tell me more." Okay, before I volunteer them something that's fictitious, and then you be like, "I don't know about that."
We'll figure it out. That's me. I'm one of them. Look, we gonna fit. Look, it's always a way to get something done.
Because I done already told them, hey, it's a $5,000 investment on my education. Y'all be coming out to the Habitat, say, hey, I need you to go monitor the concrete man. Oh, okay. You need me to volunteer to
go ahead, Miss Tammy.
I need 10 grand. Now, but I'm still asking them other 5 people to invest in my education.
Y'all hear Miss Tammy?
Hotels.
Look, Miss Tammy said, I'm about to join this inner circle. Look, you about to catch me at I'm about to be at these. I'm about to be at Marriott headquarters. Go ahead, Miss Tammy.
Look, like all I gotta do is take pictures to prove I was in class. that like them people when the government pay you to go to school, so you can get off their Section 8. Hey, you need to show us that you've been in class every day. Look, these investors, this is an investment. So if you don't have the money, or if you think it's too much money, it ain't too much money for a person that believes in your vision. So all you have to do is be like, hey, I just need $5,000 towards my education. It's just a grant. That's all they're doing. They're putting their money towards something.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right, Miss Tammy.
So I just needed to know how to.
She dropping gems, y'all. Look, Tammy say it ain't no excuse. She about to she said, look, I'm about to get my hotel. Y'all over here playing.
Because I'm finna call the mayor tomorrow. So his wife happens to be a lawyer. So every time, you know when they be out there shaking babies and kissing hands, they be like, yeah, sure. I always say, you heard that, right, Mrs. Mayor? And she didn't figure out till a couple of weeks ago, like, I just realized the reason you always want me standing there is because when he tell me something and they be like, he can't tell you that. He told me that in front of his wife. Ma'am, you remember him saying that? Legally, she can't lie and say, she didn't say that. And I'm already taking a picture, air quotations, and we Instagram live and we doing a video and not a picture, and said the mayor just said we can get cameras on this lot because people keep breaking into stuff over here. Yeah, sure. And tell them how, Mrs. Mayor. Okay, so when you say he ain't got permission to do that, that ain't my business. I just need him to do it because he already said it can happen. So now whoever need to get in line and get it done, but the city got your money. Everybody got your money. The people in your circle or the people that you're gonna collect investors on, they got your money. Them Habitat dedications got your money because all the bank owners come out to those dedications. So you can go volunteer, but then it's certain days you can pick, like, hey, can the guys at your bank, you tell the guys at your bank, like, hey, I'm getting together and I want some people to come out and volunteer. can we put the bankers and the presidents down to come out and volunteer and give back to the community? You always add that give back to the community parts because it make them feel like they ain't been doing nothing, which most of them hadn't. So they come out there and then their guard is let down and the micromanager that been desk blocking, we'll just call it desk blocking, the one that don't let you get a meeting with them, now they out there in they polo shirts, they may come with their church or whoever, but they the banker, they the bank president, they everybody, but they just a Habitat volunteer that day. And then when
you gonna have some fun in the inner circle. I can already see. Thank you all so much.
Yes.
Thank you
Look,
all.
I just needed to know if I can say, hey, I'm taking a class and it costs $25,000. Can you pay for that? And that
I have a feeling you got the mayor working in this town, so I have a feeling you can make it happen.
But somebody got some money. It is community redevelopment grants. Somebody got your money. So if you thinking this is too much, somebody got your money. And if you got to break it down like you going on a church mission trip, I need $700 from 18 people. That's how you got to break it down. And you tell them it's a tax write-off. And just like you go on the church mission trip and it's a tax write-off.
You are so right.
Hey, so I'm gonna get this money. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Tammy. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.